Hey there, welcome to the Luz Lumiere channel. Welcome to What's Next in Love. So these are your choices. We have 3, 6, 8. Combo breaker. Could have been 3, 6, 9, but we went 3, 6, 8. That's what wanted to be here. I recommend you listen to the reading in full, as it might tell you more, and it will tell you more. And maybe more signs will be coming through towards the end once the message is matured. Let's find out what's next in love for you, what's coming up, and maybe we can catch some things that you need to know that you may not be aware of and get you some guidance as well. So go ahead and pick your card, pick your number, pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, Pal 6. So, what's next in love? I'm gonna maybe do a combination of shuffling on camera versus off camera. I want to know what's next in love for you. The bottom of the deck is I've done this before. We'll keep that out. I'm gonna shuffle off camera. I had to stop shuffling. Anything else, I'll just pull it as we go. If you're seeing some steam, it's my this guy. So there's some really interesting messages here. We have, I don't even know how to start. The energy is so you might be getting somebody who has children or doesn't have children. That's like such a reader thing to say. Like they may or may not have kids, like that kind of jokey trope. Yeah, this could be, look, let me just say this, right? What's next in love could be somebody from your past, okay? Or someone who shares a similar energy to past stuff that you've been through. So a dynamic that is reminiscent of a previous one in certain aspects that you're going to notice. And we have I've done this before, of course. That's funny. And then also at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. So Queen of Swords in reverse, the World in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this person, you may be someone who they've experienced before. The energy and dynamic that you two have shared could be as a, yeah, this is definitely getting this from the Queen of Swords reversed, the World reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Love Yourself First energy. So I'm really glad it showed up here anyway. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody that you've been dealing with before. Okay, that person, that energy is what's next in love. It's an energy that you will continue dealing with or will be dealing with yet again. For others of you, you are repeat energy for someone, like, or certain aspects of your dynamic are a repeat energy for someone, and that's frustrating. Or for you, they are a repeat energy. This dynamic between you two is a repeat energy. Some of your past stuff is being projected into this dynamic or being presented for you to, for you both, whichever way that goes. Here we have, I know what you want me to do and say, but I'm not there yet. I need you to know you can take care of yourself. If, whether this is a repeat energy, something that you've dealt with before or not, what's next in love is essentially an energy of somebody. I don't like saying it's a test, because it's not. I don't believe that. I don't like test energy. I think it's so vile. I don't think it's a test. It's an opportunity for you to, I don't want to say choose you, like, yes, but for you to take care of you. Like, I think it's about you showing love. We have the King of Cups here. Did I mention that? It's about you being able to show love. Yeah, to show a certain level of maturity and a maturity in love. I think the saying here, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours, or something like that. There's a lesson here or there's an opportunity here for detachment, but loving detachment, not FU detachment. Like, if you put yourself in the shoes of someone going through something, let me use a real life example, and I hope you really follow the bouncing ball on this one. When I go through like a breakup, I just want to pay attention to myself and my heart and my feelings and how I'm processing. I don't want to have to pay attention to my mother and how she feels about my breakup and how she's processing and how she's sad. Like, miss me with that, please. So this energy feels like if there is a person coming around, this person has love for you. Let's say that, okay? This person has deep feelings for you. This person has affection for you. This person has feelings for you. And they care about you. They do care about you. But it's almost like they may be processing certain things. I think they need to give their world some time. And that sucks. In that you feel like it sucks. It feels like an affront to you. It feels like if this person taking care of the things that they need to take care of or want to take care of in their world exist, it must mean that they don't care about you. And that's not true. This person does have love for you. This person does have feelings for you. I'll say if this is a new person, I'll talk to you guys about that as well. This person does have, big feelings for you. I guess with the King of Cups, I don't know, whatever. There is affection here, but this person, whether they're on some bullshit or not, they need to know that you can take care of yourself while they're taking care of themselves. And I feel like the situation is calling upon you to rise and not be this not be this sort of like sugary sweet fake love necessarily. It's not fake love, but it's just sort of like insidious kind of love where you neglect yourself, where you don't show yourself love, where that person and that they're going through is the most important thing. Like, that would be your worst thing to do, to pretend or to act like they're more important. It's almost like just you showing love in this situation and accepting that this is what's happening. And that level of acceptance is love. Because you're not taking it like as an affront to you. Like what that person kind of needs, or what the situation needs, or even what you need in this situation, is that energy where in the situation with me and like my parent, them saying, oh, being there for me, and them taking care of their own shit on like I don't know how to say it. I think let me use this example. When somebody is starting a business, you know that they're going to be very busy. Okay? You know that their time is going to be very preoccupied with all the things that they need to do for that. Yes, you can say, oh, we're not spending enough time together, and you can still, say these things and they know that or whatever. But there's something here about you really seeing the reality of the situation and seeing that that person is doing the best they can with what they've got and what they're paying attention to. Them paying attention to that does not mean that they don't care about you. Now, that's what this person, I think what's next is sort of like energy cloud coming towards you is essentially asking. If this is a new person, same deal. This person is a very empathetic person. This person knows what you need. They know what you want as a person in love. They know what it is, and they don't feel good about not being able to give you what you want. What? But I also feel like for some of you, if this is a new person, I don't know why I'm getting this, a new person will be able to cater to you. If you're dealing with a new person, they'll be able to cater to you. There will be some triggers in terms of like, you know, other things going on, but they'll be wanting to cater to you. And what I'm getting with that energy is even the past person and this new person are sharing this energy, because it's the same energy, but, you know, different layers, different situations. It feels like this person might believe that they're showing you, really, for some of you, they're showing you the best they can. Like, they're delivering to you the best that they can. And this is the best that they can. It may not be the absolute best with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, at the bottom of the deck. And it may be something that you have gone through before, feeling this sort of like, I don't know, neglect or emotional distance or whatever. But I feel like this person is doing the best that they can. I don't know. Let's see what more messages are coming your way. And then I think I'll also do like some. Let me get my my bag out. Where it? Oh, I need to organize my space, you guys. What's next in love for number 6? Like, this person knows. They know what to do. I feel like they know what to do, and I feel like they can deliver, but for now, whomever this person is, they need to know and see that you can take care of you. Yeah. They need to know that, like, you're not gonna fall apart. If they're not around. So, girl with snake, empathy and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. There is some of that. Like, there is this sort of, I don't know. It really depends on your situation and like how you're dealing with this type of person or energy. Like, is this person asking you to wait in a way that makes sense to you? Is what they're saying, does it make sense, you know? And by that I mean, is it something that like makes sense for you? Can you love yourself and do what you need to do? Children in reverse is giving me vibes of like some sense of maturity. I feel like there's some sense of maturity. Outdated thinking at the bottom of the deck, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Okay. So that's that past energy, I've done this before energy. Like, I've been through this before, and is it possible that this could be different? I don't know. Do I really want to go through it again? We have soulmates in reverse. We have the golden mirror in reverse, and we have love in reverse. Yeah, this thing is riddled with like a sense of disappointment, and almost like, I don't know. This, for some of you, this is describing a person. Like, I don't know. It just feels like you've been through this before, you know? And it's annoying. It's frustrating. The golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist. So we have, you know, 2 narcissistic energies coming out and 2 love sort of energies. Here we have unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction, soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. I just feel like for most of you in this pile, happiness is yours, just with the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you're well versed to deal with this situation now. And the way that you are dealing with the situation is showing the situation and yourself and this person love. Sometimes love does not look like sunshine and roses. You know? Like, it just doesn't. And sometimes it does. It's just being able to balance, like, what is love in this situation? What would love do for me, them, and the general energy here? Is it loving to myself to XYZ? Is it loving to this person to XYZ? Is it loving to what's building between us, or what exists between us to XYZ? And, like, go from there. What do I need? What does the situation need? And the like. With this, there is a connection here. There is a connection here. Between you and this person. It's just, it's definitely, I don't know, under strain. 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups in reverse. And just some of the other energies coming out here. Let's get one more. Narcissist. Oh my god. That is 3 narcissists. I mean, this one was in the reverse. Okay. So, I'm not going to call somebody a narcissist here. I feel like that is overused. This just really feels like Golden Mirror was in reverse. This feels like this person wants to focus on themselves. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of like, yeah. What were those 3 cards that came up? What's coming towards you? Queen of Swords in reverse, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like, look, number 6. Whether this is you or the other person, what's next in love is either you focusing on yourself or the other person focusing on yourself, on themselves. If this is Golden Mirror, this tells me you two might be mirroring each other, okay? In energy, you both want to and need to love yourselves first, or are calling upon that. I am going to pull guidance for you. Narcissist, someone is too full of themselves. Yeah, there's just this energy of like self-absorption. And really when I say that, it's like being absorbed in self. Like, that's the vibe that I'm sort of getting here. Someone who's like, I actually, like, like, this King of Cups is not just like a loving energy. Yay, King of Cups. Like, no, I'm really feeling this King of Cups. And he's getting way more mature for me now. Okay, great. This energy of the King of Cups, which again really could be you or even the other person or both, symbiotic energy between you two, are needing to really realize that you need to pay attention to your own inner house. Like, your own energy, your own emotions, and not so much put them out on the other person. Like, understanding yourself, loving yourself. This mirroring. Yeah, this little icon. Look at this nonsense. This little icon looking at himself in the mirror, looking at themselves in the mirror. And they are full of themselves. It could be, you could be getting somebody who's really full of themselves, who really believes that they're hot shit. And the like, and this could just be describing somebody, this is who's coming your way. Not so much a situation, but a person, a persona. But, yeah, patience. For that 10 of Cups. Like, I still feel like there's something here. So, let's see what's next after this next. And then I'll pull your guidance, because I want to know. This card flew out, the Judgment in reverse, and the Tower at the bottom of the deck. But what's next after this energy? Like, if this is describing a person that's coming, what's next when this person comes around, when this energy has been, felt? With the 5 of Cups coming up in the upright this time around, the Fool, and the Moon. So it leads to a certain kind of purging. The dealing with this energy after this phase, what's next after what's next, is this purging. I think this really good purging that helps you leave like illusions in the past and like untruths in the past and untruths in the past. Clarify the moon for me. This reading got longer than it really needed to. The Prince of Cups, since the Princess of Cups is the Page of Cups, yeah. Lots of water here. Lots of water here, my goodness. Yeah, I feel like what's next after what's next is a purging and realizations. You know, realizations and a new beginnings. Tell me about the Fool. The High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles. And then the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. The High Priestess is in the reverse as well. I feel like this purging leads to definitely a sense of detachment. And in that detachment begins a new journey that starts off with, look at that, the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Wow. And Temperance at the top. Yeah, and the Hierophant in the reverse. A break in like dogmatic thinking. I'm really thinking that with this Moon in reverse here and the High Priestess in the reverse, it feels like people are living out in the open now as opposed to in their heads. And even with that King of Cups in the reverse, I feel like that energy of being in the self is no longer just about self. It's now about sharing self with others. So there's something about this detachment after a purge, which came after tending to self, other person, and yeah, something like that. Tending to self, each other in like a real love way. Like really giving space, giving time, and seeing people for who they are and where they're at. We have April, we have P, we have Monday, we have White, we have Earth. Oh, I don't know what this was. It was November, or what do you want? G, PG. And we have Game, like a gaming controller. Someone could be a player, and maybe someone who was into playeringness, who was into their player energy is, I feel like, been changed. I don't want to say changed fully, but they're kind of going through like what was doesn't make sense anymore. That's really what I'm getting. I don't know why I'm trying to like upturn this energy. Like, I don't know why. There's just something here about this connection. And yeah, soulmates and love actually came out, so I'm not out of bounds for saying that. They did come up in the reverse. This is quite strained. A strange dynamic. If it's someone new, this is the path that you can expect to take, because there's sort of this repeat energy in some type of way, in some kind of dynamic. But love here is the answer, and love being not allowing, but really seeing people for who they are and where they're at, and seeing yourself for where you're at, and acknowledging that, you know, without any extra emotional strength attached to that, and showing yourself that you need to take care of you and also allow them to be who they are and where they're at. And after that, you know, the phase of purging through that energy, which is not really the easiest thing in the world, but it's very doable. It leads to new beginnings and like a close to illusions. You really seeing the world for what it is. And continuing to then sort of move forward slowly but healthfully, and letting go of the blocks. Like this is I really like this reading. I don't know if you're still watching this, like, leave me a heart. Excuse me, oh my god, in the comments. I'm so sorry about that. Leave me a heart in the comments, because this is really big. There's something here about white. It could be a dress, it could be a person. It could be, you know, just a color, white being important. There's earth, and there are Not so many earth energies, lots of water. P&G could be important. This person could be a gamer. But I do feel like there's this player energy where someone had these sort of tendencies or looked some type of way like that. This could be even you, where you were just kind of like open for anybody. Let's see, devil may care. And then you might be kind of like found someone who you're like, oh, actually, like this person makes me want to like just be with this person. I just want to be with this person. Or they felt that way about you and it changed the game. April could be important as well. I think that's also Taurus energy with Earth. April could be, just something else that's important. So I hope that this served you. I will see you next time. If you'd like a private reading, I am available for that. So come through if you need to come through. When it comes to this reading, I really feel like the what's next of the what's next speaks to a really good, fun journey up ahead. But with the love and soulmates showing up in the reverse and golden mirror, I feel like the love bombing or just like the energy of this dynamic is stuck. Yeah, it's kind of stuck somewhere. Alright, I wish you everything. I'll see you if you want to book a reading. We can go further into like your actual situation. That could be something worthwhile to bring you some peace and like actual knowledge over what's really going on in your specific dynamic. Okay. Alright. Toodaloo, number 6. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Hey, number 3. So we're looking at what's next. Welcome to your reading. What's next in love? What's next in love? I do advise listening to the whole reading because often actually, there are a lot of sort of straggler energies that come through. Some of the messages, because of either how I read or how the message needs to be, is wanting to be presented, needs to come through after certain things have been said and acknowledged. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know, just like a conversation with someone. It's almost like until they say certain things, other things are not able to be like dug deeper because there was no foundation for those things. I don't know how deep your conversations get with people or how surface level they get, but it's kind of like that, until someone says, oh, why didn't you pick up my phone call? I was busy. No, come on, like, why didn't you pick it up? I didn't want to talk to you. Why don't you want to talk to me? Because I'm upset. Why are you upset? Because you did this and this. Oh, really? Like, I didn't know that affected you. Yeah, how could you not know it didn't affect? Like, it just, like, leads to this sort of, like, conversation. So I do suggest that you listen to your full reading. I'm gonna do this. Because it might have something of value as we go along, if you can stand it. If you can't, that's fine. This was either family or incompatibility, but it's okay. Oh boy. All right, number 3. Yeah. So we have here 8 of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Wow. The Page of Pentacles. Boy. Getting to know each other in reverse. Is it safe to love? Whoa. It is safe for you to love in the reverse. Incompatibility. I said it but didn't mean it. And coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. There's a lot of reversals here, number 3. What's going on? What is going on? I think it's abnormal for the Knight of Swords to be in reverse. Every time I see that, I go, what does that mean? The Chariot in reverse, I can stomach. That, okay, I can vibe with that. The Knight of Swords in reverse? That's abnormal. That's out of sorts. The Lover's in reverse. Okay. The Eight of Swords in reverse, though, right? We stand an Eight of Swords in reverse. Listen, what's next in love for you here is a little bit complicated, but we're gonna get there. This looks like something is being forced. Something is being forced. Some meeting is being forced. Maybe someone's trying to create a meet cute. But like, you're not a Hollywood director, and this isn't a movie. This is life, you know. And that's fine. Actually, I vouch for creating moments. I think, you know, make your life a little movie. I like that. I vouch for that. But there's something here about it being too forced and it blocking the energy. And it's just not the time for this meet cute to happen or the person. Like, it's like, oh no, you've got it all wrong. Like, you misread my signals is what I'm kind of like getting here from this, these sort of, the sort of cards. Excuse me, that I'm getting here. It's crazy. The Page of Pentacles in this deck is a con man. Yeah, someone is... I feel like if someone approaches you... What's next? I don't know. This is so... I don't like this. Like, there's so many stories here. There is a story here about, like, someone pushing something. Okay? There's something here about someone pushing something and trying to make it work, trying to push forward, trying to push through, and it's just not like, stop. And I don't know if this is you or if this is another person. You know, this person could really, you know, they could be trying out of the best of their ability, but they're coming from like a warped sense of, let's assume this person is well-meaning. Okay? Let's assume this dynamic is well-meaning. Let's assume this is you or the other person, right? This could be you. This could be you doing this to someone else or a scenario. So keep an open mind on that one. Or this could be someone who's coming towards you who's pushing. But there's an energy here of somebody or something who's pushing an agenda. And let's say in this first scenario A, because there's a scenario B, and that one I don't like. But we'll get it together. Like I said, this message will mature. Scenario A is this person could be coming from pure intentions, right? They could be coming from pure intentions. But why push? Why the push? Why are we pushing? What is going on that things have to happen right now? Like, why are we pushing? Because that is creating more obstacles than it really needs to. Or it's just infuriating and exacerbating the situation more than it really needs to. And it's coming from a place where it's like a misunderstanding of either the scenario, a misunderstanding of the person, a misunderstanding of the situation, a misunderstanding of one's feelings, of one's cues, or maybe even a misunderstanding of like the universe's signs to you or the other person. There's a miscommunication here. There's a misunderstanding here. And there's just an imbalance. Scenario A, from good intentions. Scenario B, this person could be, or you, could be coming from not so great intentions. They don't have to be nefarious. Could be. The Page of Pentacles is a con man in this deck. Wild. But also not really, right? There's still the Page of Pentacles. There's still a messenger. It's about money, work. They're still patient, hardworking, no rush, only fools rush, and this is definitely here. Um, and this is the anime tarot. So in the anime tarot, they're usually con men, which is so weird. Sly, cunning, patient in dealing, surprise, and will like double dupe their own team for long haul stuff. Yeah, like the great pretender, that type of stuff. They'll con each other to get the right results. This is like in Twilight, almost like when Annie, the sister, duped conned everybody to believing something so that it could create the perfect conditions for like the long con. I kind of like that example way better, and that Alice. And that's giving me a third story, which is not point A or point B. It's a different story, and we'll get to that. This person, this type of con personality, knows how to execute goals, and they're out here getting it, which is very almost like the energy that's needed to meet all of this fuckery. Okay, this is a bunch of fuckery. Anyway, scenario B is this person could be coming from not the best intentions. You or this person could be coming. You could be saying, no, I'm not going to give this person what they want. I'm not going to move forward. I'm not going to, listen to what they're saying, listen to what's happening with them. I'm going to keep pushing for the agenda that I want. I'm going to keep pushing for the agenda that I want with this person because I want what I want. I'm going to keep pushing. And it's like, baby, no. Like, you're coming from like you might be trying to not blackmail this person, but like trying to play games with them. Trying to play games with their heart, trying to manipulate the situation to get what you want. Or this person could be doing it to you. In the what's next. But what I'm seeing here as the only, also in addition to being the ick factor, the saving grace of the Page of Pentacles is playing a different game. Playing a different game here. What's next here in love is for you or the other person to play a different game. They're putting a stop to their rushing. They're putting a stop to their pushing forward. And it's very uncomfortable and it's very new. And it does not feel like the right thing to do. There's, incompatibility. There is a mismatch in what they want to do with you, how they want to move with you, where they want to go with you, and what they're doing. And what they're saying. And essentially, what's next is this person is trying to play the long game. They're going to say what they need to say, do what they need to do in order to, I don't know where this is coming from, in order to get you to do with the long thing that they want, the end result. For some of you, that's great. They're conforming, right? And for some of you, this is what you want. This is what you need. You need someone that's going to go, not push you. Someone who's going to go slower. Someone who's going to, and you might be doing this too, right? Like you might be saying these things to someone and saying, yeah, okay, I'll do what you want. Sure. Like I see your point, but you're gritting your teeth on the inside. Like, yeah, okay, fine. But you're saying it kind of like, okay, fine. Like we'll do what you want. Meanwhile, you've got something in your pocket. Or you could be saying, I'm busy, or whatever the case may be, in order to get this person to, rather than rushing this person saying, we need to meet up, we need to hang out, I want to see you. You're stopping that and saying, oh no, actually I'm busy, or like whatever, in order to get to the long con. Like that's your con in this game. For them, they could be doing what they need to do, what they think they need to do in order to get you in their long con, their version of the long con, whatever that may be. Right? They're playing along, essentially. There's an energy here with the Page of Pentacles of playing along, but it's uncomfortable because the Knight of Swords, my friend, does not belong in the reverse. He does not. And the Chariot is just revving up the engines and being like, I want to go forward. So for some of you, this could be somebody who wants to build a future with you, but doesn't want to make you feel rushed, right? This could manifest itself as somebody who really does see a future with you. And this Eight of Swords in reverse is actually really good. This is somebody who in order for them to get to the energy of patience, in order for them to get to the energy of giving you what you want and playing that game, or you, in order to get what you want and playing the game to give this person what they want to get what you want ultimately, or them doing that with you to get what they want ultimately, they had to go through this Eight of Swords. They had to uproot themselves from their thinking. And in as much as it is difficult, we have the two fastest, this is big, right? For me as a reader, seeing the Knight of all Swords in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse, two very movie cards, plucking those beliefs, plucking those values, plucking those thoughts, doing that sort of inner work, if we look at this in a positive light, doing that inner work to play the game and reach your long con result of getting what you want ultimately with the Page of Pentacles, starting at a page. And for some of you, this is great. This is good. That this person will do the uprooting and be stuck in a situation that they don't want to be in, but also simultaneously doing the best that they can in that situation to get what they want in the long haul. And this could be you as well, again. There's a lot of disharmony, major disharmony, that is blocking forward movement with this person and you. And either one or both of you are going to be, what's next, playing the game. In order to unblock that incompatibility, that drama between you two, or that mismatch between you two. Whether this is a new person coming in, an old person coming in, a situationship coming in, there's yeah. Let's see what this says about where it could go. What's next after what's next? So let's see that. Let's see what it looks like after we take the Page of Pentacles path of playing the long game, the long con. The Queen of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups. I don't know why I want to put her here in the upright. She doesn't feel right in the reverse. No, she kind of does now. Okay, now that we've acknowledged her. The Eight of Cups. One more. And the King of Discs in the reverse. Okay. So here we have the two lovers incompatibly in the reverse. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Wonderful. So what's next after what's next is... Let me clarify that before I say something. Yeah. Woof. I feel like... Okay, let me say this. What's next after what's next here is people, yes, sort of building this foundation between the two of you. It's just that it seems a little petty. It seems a little petty. It seems a little, instead of putting, a day's work laying bricks, it's putting a pebble here, a pebble there. And it leads to distance and a deeper disconnection between the two of you. Now, and that leads to this ending, this end, this death, this severance. Well, now what I'm curious about is this severance an ending to that nickeling and diming each other? or the end of it entirely. Clarify the death. Oh, we have the Queen of Wands in the deck. Okay. Okay. This reading is so confusing. One more. Or two. That's so crazy. Okay, well, what am I seeing here, right? Actually, can you clarify this really quickly? That's funny. Okay. What's next after what's next is you two sort of seeing that nickeling and diming to some degree. I think there is some type of foundation being built, some type of understanding being developed over time, some foundation of seeing what you two could be if you were to play each other's games, or if one was to play the game of the other, whatever that may be, right? But there's something here that leads to some type of severance. And that severance, I think, leads to a transformation of starting something new. This isn't the Fool, it's the Death. And that is a different energy in that you two, after what's next, or what's next after your what's next, may experience, I think, this type of change. And I think I will say that the Page of Pentacles did the job, the world, that the Page of Pentacles set out to do. I think the Page of Pentacles is long con. That energy had some efficacy to it. It worked in some ways, because this is such a long reading. Because we see a walking away from what has been, period, actually, walking away from what has been, which is another 8. But this 8 is movement. 8 of Swords is still, to me, in this energy, still stuck, but working with what's stuck. Working with that stagnated energy. Working with what you got until you can get out. Hence the Page, right? Like, the 8 of Swords in the reverse is that transitioning energy for you to get to the Page and use that Page energy. Either they use it on you or you use it on them to evolve the connection to something else. Okay, let's see. Let's try it. Here we are. Let's just try this long con. I'm going to get what I want. We'll see how it goes. And I think that does give each other to nickeling and diming each other, or giving what you can, but then also getting that reciprocation. You know, it's like, it's petty in that, okay, I put a rock, you put a rock, but there's something here, I guess, about, oh, they actually put a rock. That Queen of Cups was in the reverse in the upright. Which is an energy of, like, I think, giving, being emotionally available, giving, being emotionally nurturing, whereas the King of Swords is in the reverse. He's about stability. I mean, the King of Pentacles is in the reverse, is about stability and what's solid and what's been. And what they give birth to moving forward, the energy shared between them is this Knight of Pentacles. Moving slowly now together in unison. So this could be you two sort of working together and taking it very slow with that long con energy in order to move forward at a pace that's actually building something worthwhile. Now, this 8 of Cups is walking away. Like, it's the movement. Up until we shuffled to see this, this was the only movement that was really showing up. It was a detachment. A detachment and walking towards something different. But like I said, it's not the Fool, it's the Death, right? Clarifying that is the Death. A transformation taking place. A detachment from what has been between the two of you. This incompatibility. and moving things forward in a way that is transformative, where you have to die to yourself, die to the things that you want, the moving forward, the detaching from those things that you want or that they want, and sort of being born anew in this dynamic. But I feel like with it showing up as the Eight of Cups, it still has obviously those remnants of what you want or what they want, like that long con game. But clarifying the Death as the Three of Cups, which is this reunion, this party, this almost like freedom and lightness. This feels really good, this sense of freedom. The Sun is in reverse, which I'm not mad at. I think that's good. I think this is like, I don't know, walking before you can run. Like, the Knight of Swords is a runner. The Chariot is a fucking marathoner, right? And the Sun in reverse to me feels like walking before you can run, like taking things in a paced fall weather type way, or spring. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just okay, like it's just right, and it feels really, really good actually when you think about it. Like, this feels really good. The Nine of Wands is not backing down, rising up to continue the fight. So, hence the Eight of Cups here, this energy of continuing to want the thing that they want or that you want in the long con, but accepting what is also. And then we have the Page of Swords. Okay. All right. But I really like this. I like that the Knight is slowly moving forward here. Now, for people who are meeting somebody new, this just tells me a story of somebody who, honestly, I don't know if they really feel a connection with you or not. For some of you, this person feels an intense connection towards you. They really want, this is the Lovers, right? Yeah. They really want something with you, but they don't want to say it. They don't want to spook you. Okay? They don't want to spook you. They don't want to say something out of turn and freak you out. And so I think maybe in them not trying to do that, it feels like something is always weird in your dynamic. And you're kind of like, what's the weirdness here? Like, why is it so weird? Or if you guys have talked about it, like maybe they want to move forward really fast, you want to take things slow, and things do start moving slower. And it just takes you through a process. For others of you, this is somebody who starts off as friends. Incompatibility, maybe this person has someone else in their life or an acquaintance or something. This is going to be a bit of a slow process. I think you might have to bend in terms of not rushing forward with this person and just sort of treating the situation where it's at. If they need if this is a friendly situation, okay, be that friend. This is almost like imprint on them, right? Twilight style. Be what they need when they need it. If you don't know about imprinting, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I think I just don't want to explain it because I don't want to explain it. Like you're what that person needs when they need it. All right. Let's see what else. Like, tell me more about this connection before we close out. No, it's not the right time. There is an incompatibility there. Move on. Someone is unavailable, waste of time, and challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing. Yeah, something I did neglect to say is, I don't know, I guess for some of you it's a no. It's too incompatible. Things won't move forward with that Knight of Swords. Maybe I said this in the beginning of the reading. I don't remember. And even with this three of Cups, etc. But here's the thing. Like, I see this. For some of you, what's next in love? This could be, okay, a no. But I don't know. I don't feel like this person will, like, leave you alone. I don't feel like this will be a done deal connection. Like, I don't think it's going to be easy to just be like, okay, bye, no. And I don't think it'll be easy for you to be like, okay, yes, let's do it. I don't think it will be. And thank you. Like, challenges does show up here. Yeah, that's really where I'm at with that. I didn't pull. Yeah, oh well. Let's do a little bit more here. One more thing. You have the letter W or M. You have a perfume bottle. You have the letter E. You have November. You have a number. You have lips. I don't know what this is. Is this computer? I don't. You have a boat. You have an eye. And you have a blank. Listen, I feel like this thing is going to be a lingerer. I feel like it's going to be a lingerer. If it's a no for some of you and a move on, this person might latch onto you and try to play your game of like, okay, I'll just be friends. Let's just be friends. Or you might do that to that person. Okay, let's just be friends. Let's do that. And it's like, okay, I'll be what I need to be for this person while they need me. And maybe things will turn around. That's what I'm getting with this perfume. Lips here. Okay, there might be some cuteness. Maybe there was a date. Some kissing. We have M-E, which is me or we, which really represents this dynamic. As I've read it, you know, is this about me, what I want? So let me focus on we to get what me wants. That's pretty funny. We have a boat here, which is distance or travel over water, or just, which is funny because this guy is traveling over water to me and to detach and go to this like new planet. But there's something here, but potentially travel. Maybe travel is halted. Yes, we've had the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. So we've had travel here that is difficult. So maybe this is a long distance relationship and some things are pretty difficult here for you two to get together and see this thing through. And rightly so. This is going to be challenges. There's going to be some incompatibilities that are happening there in terms of how you live, how you vibe, and how you get along with each other. I don't know what my purpose was for blank. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. We have the Eye of Horus here, I think. We have the number 5. We have November. So that might be of relevance to you. Maybe November 5th or... I was going to say, or 5th November. No. Or maybe like a Wednesday. Or maybe like May could be important here as well. I really don't know what this was. I don't know what I was doing here. This looks like, I don't know. What is that? A computer? I don't know, folks. October. Okay. All right. This was long. I hope this served you though. Keep your light on. Good luck. I don't know. I feel like this dynamic is actually genuinely challenging. This was a really tough read in that, look, for the lovers to show up, I feel like when a card shows up, whether it's exalted or detrimental, in detriment or whatever, like that energy is still there. And there's definitely like a pain and an incompatibility here, which isn't helped by the fact that there is a connection. For some of you, is there not a connection? Yes. But why would the lovers come out? It could be like drastically there is no drastic connection. Let's just double check the lovers. Why is the lovers in reverse here? The Ten of Wands. Which is funny because there's still that duality for me. The Ten of Wands is a lot of passion. The Ten of Wands is a lot of passion and burden. Like the burden of passion. With those lips that came out, maybe there is a strong physical connection here, but it's just in detriment. This one has a lot of challenge in it. It has quite a bit of challenge here, so it definitely makes sense for someone to just be like, no, doing this would be verifiably too hard to partake in. And you're definitely within your rights. Is there hope if you wanted to see this through? Yeah. But it really depends on how much time you're willing to spend in a dynamic that may I don't know, may take some time, I guess. I wish you everything. If you'd like a private reading to really see like your own situation, let me know. Keep your land on and good luck. Hey, number 8. How are you, number 8? These readings are kind of long. What is next? What's next in love? Okay. So the readings, we've been going into essentially like what's next in love, right? And then we've also been doing this thing where it's like what's next after what's next. So we'll see if that's what comes up for you as something that needs to be and desires to be explored here. But for now, we're really looking at what's next, and I want to ask you to listen to the whole message so that you can hear something that may be for you, because the message does mature as we progress. You know what's funny, number 8? I'll share this with you right now. I never liked or was interested in decks that only had symbols, but I am out here living and thriving using the anime tarot. So a bitch has evolved in her reading style, and that's like such a treasure. Thanks for sharing that with me. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that. What's next in love, right? Okay. We have the devil in reverse. We have the fool in reverse. Cool. Everybody loves major energy in reverse. We have the 5 of swords in reverse. We have heart-to-heart conversations and keep an open mind. And we also have free yourself in the reverse. Okay, devil in reverse is shown up here. We stand. And the fool in reverse. Amazing. Okay, and we have it feels like you're always upset with me. Nothing I do is right. That's so sad. I want to work to rebuild trust again between us. What's next in love? It sounds like this could be somebody that you've dealt with before in your energy. For those of you who are looking for someone new, I will do my best to also think up some new energy here. This person, if it's someone new, could be, you know, there could have been some ending with another person in the past. Okay, cool. What else is new? But when it comes to this dynamic with you, they want to see if they can do it right. They want to see if they can do it right. This time around. If you have no history with this person, they want to see like where they're at. They want to see where they're at. Okay. But you know, this is somebody who, what's next here is looking to rebuild trust, and it just feels like you're always upset with them. For some of you, you might be, if this is a new person or even the old, if this is a new person, you might be putting your past stuff on them with other people. Like you're still carrying this past energy of, oh, my ex did this and the other guy did this, and so when you say this, it means that. And it's like they can feel that and it doesn't feel good. So stop. Like, don't curse me for the sins of the past. Like, don't come at me for the sins of, like, you know, my predecessors. This person doesn't want to be crucified by what the guy 2 years ago did to you, or the guy 3 months ago did to you or didn't do. I think that's a really fair theme here, actually. It's a pretty big theme here. And they might want to talk to you about that. If this is somebody that you're dealing with, they might want to talk to you about that. Like, I'm not your past. I'm not those people. Even if this is someone who you're currently dealing with. I'm not your past. I'm not those people. Or if this is a rerun of someone in your life, they're going to sort of be like, I'm not that person anymore. Or still say, I'm not your past. I feel like, what ruined our dynamic was also like you comparing me to people from your past, etc., etc. What's next in love is some real good conversations that are kind of difficult to have. I think they might start surprisingly, as in you don't expect them to happen or don't want them to happen, or you weren't in the mood to happen, or someone wasn't in the mood to have the conversation, and then it just sort of happens. Someone may have gone into this conversation, how we pre-think and pre-plan, or and then I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna say that, and it's like, I think this one of you were was probably thinking, oh, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, or they're expecting to maybe like lie or say something sort of sly and haha the other person. But I think whomever this is, it could be both of you, because that's been happening here in this reading. It's gonna become more honest. I think if you were not having this conversation, either one of you, it's gonna take place anyway. If you were gonna not say anything, like whatever someone's plan was for this conversation does not go the way they wanted it to go, and instead I think it becomes more vulnerable and more honest and more open, and it's honestly like a beautiful thing. I feel like there's a level of understanding that's gained here between you and this other person, and even yourself, and maybe even that person with themselves, over what the actual hurdles are between you two, and how, yeah, maybe I have been projecting on this person, or yeah, I can see why, like, this is that. Like, there's a level of that sound is a sound that when you beat a level in a video game, the video game like sings like a little like choir noise, like level complete. There's something about this, like a layer has been peeled off, and it's like, oh, okay, that's nice. I'm really reluctant to say level of understanding here. But we can say that, a shade of understanding. And I like this keep an open mind here. I think that's good. That's part of that. For people who are new, the person that comes your way, I completely forgot what I said before, so that's kind of interesting. Might be really, oh yeah, they'll be like, oh, you keep comparing me, like you're projecting. I think that's really good that they call that out. I think you needed to hear that. Whether it's true or not, it'll definitely it'll stun you enough to think about yourself and your actions, and how maybe your actions are doing more to create the situations that you want or don't want than you think. And it'll maybe show you how you are still tied to certain scenarios, and how maybe you don't see this person as a new person. Maybe you see them as a repeat of other functions in your past, and that may not completely be false, but it's almost like, okay, where am I then assuming XYZ about this person when I relate it to the past, as opposed to seeing what this person has specifically done that is just about this moment, if that makes sense. Again, there seems to be some hurt here. I mean, I want to rebuild trust again is here, so there's definitely something there. And you might keep an open mind. This looks like it's going to be a discussion that is quite helpful. The Devil in Reverse is nice in that there's a level of acknowledgement that this person or you or this dynamic is chained to something, or was chained to something. It was being affected by something, and knowing is half the battle, right? Like, if you can name the beast under the bed, that's important. Because now you sort of can Google it and like figure out how to beat it. But calling it out is important, and I think I see that here with that being represented. And once you know something, you can then tackle it, you know. And I feel like maybe that is as a result, these influence each other. Realizing the things that have been holding us back or have been keeping us locked to them initiates its conversation and sharing that. And also sharing this alerts us to what's been keeping us back, which is nice. And the Fool being here in the reverse is very interesting to this. I feel like I want to say, I don't know, I want to say it's a promise of what's to come, but that what's not yet there. What doesn't yet exist, but it's a promise of what's now on the path. Not quite yet ready to take that leap of faith because you just named the beast. Now it's time to like attend to the beast. You know, if you did just find out that, oh, your past interferes with, whatever the case may be, family, work, addictions, toxic nature, whatever. If something has just been called to your attention or you discovered it, they've discovered it, it's going to take time for you to start over or start anew or whatever. But the devil is about, breaking addiction, breaking unhealthy habits and like problematic dependencies and moving forward and like releasing oneself from chains. And whereas the Fool in reverse, it just tells you to like pause and think about things. It's almost like, I don't know, it's not necessarily like the Hanged Man, but it's good to like, okay, know what you're doing, but like not make hasty decisions. Like, I know that it's my family, that like my mom or my father never da 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 da, and so this is how I am, and now I'm like this. Like, now I know. It's like, no, that's gonna take some time for you to sort through. Like, it's good that you have these intentions, but think about it a little bit more because it may not be affecting you in the way that you think it is. There's some like layers underneath. But I love that. But I still think this is still such a hopeful energy of like, I see a way forward. I just now need to like move through it. 5 of Swords in reverse. I'm here for it. I don't know. I mean, the 5 of Swords in reverse, I feel like is like this call out. Which is like, oh, how dare you? But it's like, no, like this is real. This past stuff has been affecting you or them. And it's real. So let's move on to what's next. So they freed themselves. What's next after what's next? Where's the deck I'm using for that? Oh my god, I lost the deck. Okay, there it is. What's next after this break free and like jump in this conversation, actually? And the conversation, the Justice in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse. Excuse me, the 4 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Okay. Landed exactly where it needed to land. Yeah. The 4 of Cups. I never like seeing Justice in reverse. We have some Libra energies coming up here. I will always spot Libra energies because I'm a Libra. So that literally, there's Capricorn. I don't know who the Fool is. Is that Aquarius? Air sign? I don't know. Irrelevant, honestly. It's really irrelevant. I'm a Libra, so I'll always be like, me. But anyway, this is this is unfairness. So let me clarify that. Because I'm also really being drawn to the sword. Some harsh truths might be said here with this heart-to-heart conversation. But again, I'm not sure how harsh actually is. I think harsh, I don't know if this person will say things in a harsh way. I don't feel like it's a harsh way because I feel like there is affection here. But again, it could still be, and then a softness could be inserted earlier, but it's almost like what's done is done. But at the same time, it's like a truth that needed to be said. It could have been said maybe better or delivered better, but at the end of the day, like, it's something that needs to be seen about, yeah, the unfairness that's been going on. Okay, there we have it. The unfairness that's been going on in this dynamic, or that will have been happening with you and this new person. You know, yeah. If you're meeting a new person also, they really, again, I think I said this before, they want a do-over with you. Like, they see you as a new chance to do things over again and to, like, fix the unfairness. This person might share with you what they've been through, how this person, like, their past was always da 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 da. And for some of you, this could be you sharing that with another person, with a new person. And I feel like, I don't know, yeah, I mean, the King of Swords could be harshness in some way, but I don't know. I think with the King of Swords here, this just seems like an energy of somebody who, I'm sensing keeping quiet, not saying much. The Two of Cups here is seeing eye to eye. Tell me about the Justice in reverse. The King of Discs in reverse. I haven't seen this man in the upright in a hot minute. Okay. Instability. Tell me more. The Ace of Cups. And we see that here in the Four of Cups. So I'm not really surprised at that. I'm trying not to read this too positive because, like, I don't know, I'm trying not to, like, upturn it, like, oh, this, but that. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to read what I'm seeing. And I'm so glad the Ace of Cups came up because I was like, yeah, instability. That's a good thing with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I was like, yeah, okay, we have two kings that are thrown off their game. This one's not talking. This one is unstable. Like, it's a good thing. Luz, what you reading, girl? But it is. I feel like some ways this inequality that's been, like, this unfairness, this unjustness, this maybe even a court, for some of you, maybe there was a divorce here that happened that has now led to being open to romance. So maybe this Devil in reverse was a divorce that's now open for somebody to now be able to give their cup and start anew with this Fool. Could be the case. Could have been something that someone was keeping mum to themselves. Like, oh yeah, there's this separation, this legal matter that has been affecting me. And my money, maybe, like, my money's been tied up. My stability's been tied up. And you know what? Like, it will be unfair to my instability, or, like, there's some stuff going on with, like, my world. But I want to give this love a chance. Like, I want to do the thing and, like, choose love. Because this Two of Cups is still here, baby. I want to choose love. I want to choose partnership. And even with the Four of Cups, like, I didn't talk about that one because I needed more justification here for the inner critic in my head. And, you know, some people who do comment who are like, you know, oh, like, why do you read the Lover so badly? Or, like, why do you read the Devil so good? Or, like, why is Death, like, oh, this is... And I completely get that because, like, I really get that. But, like, I don't know, I just do. Like, my question is, did it resonate? You know? Like, did it resonate? Did it resonate or not? That's really the only question that really matters. Not how I'm reading it, but did the message resonate? I digress. I think out of all of this stuff that has been balanced with the Four of Cups, with this dynamic and this person, there's going to be an imbalance created when they disrupt a cup and choose one. If they choose you and choose this partnership. If they choose to spend time with you as opposed to what they've been spending time with. Woof. Okay? And that's why I think it's so difficult. There's just still this tie to the other things that exist in their life, in their world. And those things might honestly be a little bit in trouble with this Justice and King of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. And even this for yourself, this person wants to, but there's still, tell me one more thing about the Justice. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, okay. It's 7, it's an unstable number. I think things slow down in their money. Things slow down in their, resources in their life. Tell me about the King of Swords. Why is he in reverse? The Ten of Wands in reverse. Work is sort of abandoned a little bit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there's instability. Massive instability. I think this person wants to rebuild trust between the two of you, and wants to build trust between the two of you, but there are some legitimate things that do hold them back. There are some legitimate things that, even though they recognize that these are the things that are affecting your dynamic or will affect your dynamic or have affected your dynamic when this becomes a future present thing, it's still difficult to just completely eradicate themselves from them. They're still there. Are they choosing to choose you? Yes. In the what's next of the what's next? Yes. But that's not without certain, I would say, consequences in their life. And that's kind of tough, honestly. That's kind of tough. And I think, I don't know, this King of Swords is unbalanced. And I don't think that that's what it is. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. Or you're not going to tell them about someone. They're not going to speak up. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. They're not going to speak up about the instabilities that choosing you, I don't know, will have. And maybe that's something that they didn't want to say, and maybe they will say it, right? In that conversation. But with the King of Swords here, they may not say the extent of how these two actual tens, the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, are in reverse. They may not say that. They may not let you know. This is the what's next of the what's next for the sake of this connection. Tell me a bit more. And then we're going to do some dice. Which are kind of fun. I'm kind of enjoying my dice. Mask. Yeah, they're not going to let you know. The Dragonfly. Heartbreaking. And Mirror. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Yeah. No. I think they're going to keep some of that stuff to themselves. Could they speak up? Maybe. Page of Cups in reverse tells me a story of no. Tells me Mask is, things are okay. Things are fine. This is Fool energy. Yeah. The Ten of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse is Fool energy. This is Devil and Fool energy. This right here, of somebody really wanting to break free, realizing that they are gonna break free, but also not quite able to push through. And I think that's valid, but also still pushing through in the best way that they humanly can, right? With these 0-1s. heartbroken, sad, separation, breakup, and mirroring each other's self-image, relationships, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they want separation from you. I don't know. I just feel like they don't want that. And I think you two will realize something from the conversation between the two of you. At least I hope so. I pray so. I'm going to put that energy out there now. If there is a conversation that takes place between the two of you, I pray it brings y'all health. Health in your dynamic. And this is intuition in the reverse. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. I think those are coming out between the two of you. Yeah. So let's do a little bit of dicey dice. Dice McDeuce. I made these dice, right? And I've been waiting so long to debut them on the channel, like too long. And I don't know what some of the symbols are, and it's so funny. It's so funny. Okay, we have the number 2. We have water. We have Gemini. We have K. We have X. We have white. We have Leo. We have July. Isn't that Leo season? Is it? Yeah. We have a sad face. Oh. We have a church. And we have hands going up. We have a number 2. So, it was a 2. 2 of the 2 of cups. We have 2 hands here. This person wants to work with you. We have water. There is emotion here. Of course there is. This person is making a lot of sacrifices, I think, for you here with you. You have KX. Okay. Killer X. I don't know. I feel like that is just like a lot of sacrifices this person is making. You have a sad face here. I don't think it's easy for this person or this dynamic. I think there is some heaviness to this. We have Leo and Gemini. Use that to what you will. And we have white. So surrender, white flag is what I'm getting here. Yeah, surrender, white flag. And even with the church here, it's sort of dogma. Yeah. So that's fun. Let me know how that worked for you. Let me know how that went. This is my first time using the dice, so let me know if you like it. If you like this video, feel free to actually like it in the liking place. Keep an open mind is an energy I really like. I think you yourself and this person might be really surprised by the lengths they're willing to go for the connection. Or the lengths that they have gone for the connection. Oh, it's wet. And I'll say this because of what I saw. But also I think there's been many times that if this is someone old, this is someone new, you can look forward to this. That maybe they've thought, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should back away, but they didn't. And the connection just sort of keeps winning. So I wish you everything, man. This was a really weird reading. I don't know who it's for. Keep your light on. Good luck. Bye.